So it did take a few years of the doctors, I feel like guessing, just like putting, like guessing what was wrong with me, to the point where we finally got to the diagnosis of pulmonary hypertension. I was told 4 years ago that I had PH. It took me 3 years to be diagnosed. When I first got my symptoms were like chest pains and waking up gasping for breath. And every time I went to the hospital kept saying I had pneumonia and chest infections. So I went in 2017 and I was diagnosed with a chest infection. Then I was at work, and a year later again with chest pains. Then I was diagnosed with pneumonia up until 2019, when I was diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension. The test that they did was, they did an ECG, an echo and a CT scan. And when they got the results back from the CT scan, they noticed the fluid was rising up into my lungs. And if I hadn't gone to the hospital when I did, it would have gone into my heart and I wouldn't be here now. Affecting my life, it basically, when I started noting the swelling on my legs, on my feet and my legs, I could hardly walk. I was going from one room to another. I would just be so out of breath, waking up in the middle of the night gasping for breath. I couldn't go out, I couldn't go far, have children. So even just I remember one time it was my son's birthday party, and it took all my energy and my strength just to get through that party. Because I couldn't breathe and be properly, and my legs were really swollen, I could hardly walk. I knew, I ignored it for weeks and weeks, and I knew that I couldn't do it anymore. So I knew I had to go to the doctors. I think I'm one of these people that, doesn't like going to the doctors, not like a lot of people don't like going to the doctors, and I just ignored it, thinking in my head that it would just go away, it's nothing. And I knew as time went on, I knew I had to go, because it was, I just felt like I was just drowning in, because my legs were swollen and not even being able to walk. And I knew, I look back now and I know I'm stupid for doing that. And I did a radio interview not so long ago, and I said, if anyone has any symptoms like that, don't ignore them and just go to the doctors. Even if you think it's stupid and think, oh, it's nothing, go to the doctors, because that's the mistake I made. And now I'm on oxygen at home, and I'm on medication. I'm on a BiPAP machine at night time, because I ignored my symptoms, where maybe I could have been treated a little bit, my treatment could have been a lot better than what it is now. If I was diagnosed earlier, then I don't think my condition would have progressed the way it has. I don't think I would have been on oxygen. I don't think, basically I wouldn't be on oxygen and the medication that I'm on now. I feel like sometimes it's like a ticking time bomb in my body, waiting to, worrying that my condition's going to get worse.